Today we're going to find out a little bit about water pollution. What is water pollution? How is it caused? And how can we stop water pollution in our environment? My name is Rachel Dowling and it's the 9th of the 7th, 2023. Have you ever been to a beach and seen a blue flag like this? Did you know that when you see a blue flag like this, it means the water is safe for you to swim in because the water is clean? The water is tested every 31 days in Ireland during summer to check that it's clean and free from pollution, which means it's okay for you to go in and paddle your feet or have a swim if there's a grown-up there. But what is water pollution and what effects can it have on our life and also the lives of our plants, birds and animals in the sea? So what is water pollution? Well, when waste, chemicals, or other substances make a body of water, such as rivers, oceans, or lakes, unsafe for the fish and the other creatures that depend on it for survival, this body of water is said to be polluted. Remember when we talked about the water cycle before? Well, the water cycle in nature can also be disrupted and impacted by water pollution. But how is it caused? Well, human activity is a big cause of water pollution. Have you ever been on a farm or been near a factory? Sometimes farms and factories can pump out water or fertilizer or pesticides into the river or into the lakes or into the sea, causing this to be polluted. Another example is human litter. Sometimes if you go to the beach and maybe you leave behind a plastic bottle or you leave behind rubbish or your things from building your sandcastle, this can also cause water pollution. Another big form of water pollution is oil spills. This is an oil tanker. And sometimes when they're transporting oil across the world, oil can be spilled from the oil tankers. One of the most famous oil spills in the world was the oil spill of the Exxon Valdez, in which 11 million gallons of water was spilled into the ocean. What effect can these things have on our plant life and our marine life? Well, ecology can suffer greatly because of water contamination. If water pollution is really bad, the fish can't breathe in the water because there's a lack of oxygen. So the fish can actually suffocate. Also, the entire food chain can be impacted by pollutants. So imagine that there's a little fish in the ocean and it eats a chemical that's been sent out by a factory or by a farm, and that's eaten by a bigger fish, and that's eaten by a bigger fish, and that bigger fish is eaten by a bird, or it's eaten by us. That can cause us and birds and larger fish to be contaminated too. Birds and marine life can also be damaged by oil spills and plastic pollution. So what can we do? You might be thinking, I'm just a kid at home. Well, one thing you can do is to reduce your use of single-use plastics. Always use your reusable water bottle. If you have to use a single-use plastic, the best thing to do when you're finished is to recycle it. Ask your parents what's the best bin to put it in. We leave no trace when we go outside, so we never drop litter in our parks, rivers, and seas. We take everything home with us or put it in the bin. In Ireland, there are lots of river cleanups and beach cleanups. Perhaps you could ask a grown-up to see if there's one in your local area. You can also learn more about this part of our UN sustainability goals. This is goal 6 by clicking this link. This link will take you to our clean water and sanitation page. Thanks for watching my digital story today. Bye.